Good afternoon, it's Wednesday the 4th of September. It has just turned 4 o'clock and I'm just heading out. You may have noticed that I didn't work Monday and Tuesday this week. It was a little bit busy and it was things like the last day of the summer holidays, so I was spending out with the little one and whatnot. So yeah, I've been busy again today as usual. Seems to be just a little bit too busy recently to get out and actually put some decent hours in. So I'm going to be coming out for a little bit, but then again I need to nip back home, but then I'll nip back out again. So yeah, it's probably not going to be a massive shift today, but I'd see. I thought I'd see what's happening. So yeah, I'm about to start. I'm just about to go online now and I will keep you posted, sure. So, little update. It's going to be the world's shortest video today because I've decided to come home and I won't be going back out. Where are we up to? So my first job, people seem to have more money than sense. So someone booked an XL and it was Ormskirk to Ormskirk. Drove down to the destination. It was booked for a bloke, Luke or something, I can't remember. So I pulled up at the destination, pulled in where I can because it was quite busy with parked cars, and I seen a woman standing there on the phone making a phone call. So I thought that might be her, because obviously I'd say 50% of the time it's somebody booking an Uber for somebody else. It's not that actual person. So I thought, oh, it might be this woman here. So she sees me pull up, she kind of has a look at the car and whatnot, turns away, and I thought, oh, it's not her. So at the time I start anyway, I was there for the 3 minutes, there for the other 2 minutes where I'm then able to cancel it. So I thought, alright, okay, so cancel there. And what I noticed this time was, where I always cancel it in the past, when the time elapses, I've always got £3.75. However, on this time, it was £5.75. Now, I don't know if that's because it was an Uber XL job and the others are Uber X's. I'm not too sure. It's not something I've paid attention to, but it just seems to be, because it's got that 75p on it, it appears that you get more for an XL cancellation than you do an X. But I'd have to keep my eye on that and see if that happens next time I cancel a job once I've been waiting around for too long. So anyway, I got £5.75. I pulled off. I got about 30 seconds away, and then the same job popped up again. So I know that happened a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't go back because it was to a pub, and I thought this guy might then take that ride and then leave me negative feedback because he's just been charged for the previous one. But I thought I'll go back because it wasn't at a pub, it was at somebody's house. So I turn around and going back, and then it pops up saying, oh, hi Paul, we're at like such and such a number. I thought, well, that's exactly where I was parked. So then I pulled up there in basically the exact same spot, and I seen that same woman standing there on the phone again. So I pulled round the car that was in front and managed to squeeze into a gap where she was stood. I had to like shunt forwards and backwards a couple of times so I could fit into this little tiny gap, and it was it. So she'd stood there before for 5 minutes looking at me, even though she knows an Uber's turning up. There's Uber stickers, magnets all over the place. She knows me registration and everything, and she hasn't done anything, and she got charged £5.75. So anyway, I opened the side door for her. The window was open a bit, and she was like, "Oh, I've got quite a few bits for the to come in. So do you want them going in the back?" I was like, "No, I'll open the boot." So I opened the boot, and I don't know if she was like some sort of mobile cleaner. So she had like them grey trays that like cleaners will carry with all the products in. She had like 7 trays, a Hoover, a big bottle of like detergent or something. So like I was like, right, okay, I'll help. I think I felt more inclined to help because I'd just been paid £5.75 for the cancel one before. So anyway, I put all these things in. She was a bit snotty, to be honest. She didn't really say anything. No, oh, thanks for getting them or anything. but I don't know, to me I would feel a bit rude just sitting there watching them put the stuff in the boot and not helping. But then on the other hand, you at least expect someone to say thanks. So anyway, I put that in, and then the trip was for 0.7 of a mile. So I got the 575, I then went back, and I was then paid £7.90. And again, it was booked as an XL for the 0.7 of a mile. So 8, 13, so almost £14 for the trip. And then I pulled up at the house and I said, oh, is it this one? It was like number, I don't know, 60 or whatever. She went, oh, I don't know. I was like, right, okay, well, I'll go to the house that's on here then. I said, well, say number 60, this is house number 60. All right, okay. So she gets out and she's straight back on the phone again. So it was as though someone has asked her to go and clean an empty house and she didn't know where she was even going to. And I think it was that guy that booked the Uber for her, by the sounds of things. So then there's me walking up and down the path carrying her products back for her, and then she opens the door and then disappears inside. So I thought, right, so I'd carried the initial ones to the front door and then the others just got left at the end of the driveway. I thought, what did she think I am, like a slacky or something? So anyway, she got 3-star because she was wasting my time and she was rude, to be honest. So after that job, I then had to wait a couple of minutes. I got another little Ormskirk to Ormskirk. That was a family coming home from Lidl. Again, they had like 10 bags of shopping going in the boot. It helped because I get out to open the boot anyway, because unfortunately the boot isn't electric, which would be great if it was. So yeah, it was just a couple of bags out of the trolley into there. And then the guy was asking me, because he was saying he was thinking about becoming a private hire driver. So I was talking to him about that. And then after that, the last job I had, that other job was £3.58 for 0.9 of a mile. Straight after that, I then got an X, which was Ormskirk over towards Knowsley on the industrial estate there. That was £12.18 for 8.5 miles. So basically I'd done an hour and 20 minutes and I got £29.41. So yeah, wasn't too bad. If I would have stayed out, obviously things would have improved a bit more, especially with it going more into the evening, like kind of rush hour. But I needed to come back. I had some things to do in the house, and it's Wednesday, and I don't know if anybody else is like me. They've started doing the reruns of Brookside. I only remember a couple of episodes of Brookside where when I was a youngster back in the 90s, watching that with the parents. So anyway, they've started doing the reruns of that, and they release so many episodes on a Wednesday night. So yeah, to be honest, I would rather be at home watching 5 episodes of Brookside than driving around. So yeah, I've come home. I'm gonna come in tonight, so I know this is only a really short video. There's more time with me waffling on than there is actual jobs. But yeah, that's about it. So tomorrow it's going to be a day shift now that the little one's back at school. I'm going to be dropping him off at school, and then I'm going to be out from 9 o'clock. See what kind of the day shift's going to be like. Now, most of the people would have gone back to school, and those back to work who were lucky enough to be off during the summer holidays. So it might be quieter, because I know that I have done some afternoon shifts throughout the summer holidays, and I have been getting like £20 an hour, to be honest. So whether that's the same now that people are back in school, I don't know. But that's what I'm going to do. But I will be working in the evening as well. So yeah, I'll see what a daytime shift is going to be like tomorrow. So yeah, thanks for watching the incredibly short video of this evening, and I will catch you.